Crews are searching by air and by water for a missing kayaker on Lake Erie. Authorities say he was with 3 other people when their kayaks overturned last night in the choppy waters. All of them were able to swim back to shore except Dylan Lathrop. The 20-year-old is from South Dayton. News 4's Dave Graber is live at Sunset Bay where the search is still underway. Dave?
Well, Jackie, missing kayaker Dylan Lathrop loved his family, loved his friends, and certainly loved the outdoors. And those last 2 reasons are why he and his friends launched their kayaks in Cattaraugus Creek last night and ventured out into these waters. But the fire chief says they would have been better to stay on land because the weather was far too bad and these waters were far too dangerous. I'm going to step aside now while we take a look at what's going on. At this point, the search is now nearing its end for this day. That is because it is growing dark and these crews have been out since very early this morning, starting around 6 o'clock. Now, throughout the day, crews have been searching from air and in the water with boats, jet skis, divers. And so far, they've turned up nothing. Here's a little bit about what happened last night. Dylan headed out on Cattaraugus Creek and then paddled out to the lake, which is just on the other side of the breakwall that you just saw. Winds were a major factor last night, and that created 6 to 8 foot waves in this bay. That's according to the Sunset Bay fire chief. In fact, there was a small craft warning for boats when Dylan and his friends ventured out. So, according to the fire chief, it was far too dangerous for a kayak.
It was overwhelming for kayaks last night. The lake was as rough as I've seen it all summer. You're dealing with the physical force of the waves themselves and an undercut and undercurrent, as well as the current that wants to carry you further into deeper waters. There's quite a few things against you when you're in a situation like that, like they were last night.
Now, not only was the weather far too dangerous and these waters far too rough, but according to family members, Dylan had just got that kayak about a month ago, so he was inexperienced, although, again, he did love the outdoors. But according to the fire chief, not even an experienced kayaker should have been anywhere near these waters. This search will pick up tomorrow morning early. The Coast Guard will be here until dusk, and then they'll call it a day for today. But again, it'll pick up tomorrow morning. For now, reporting live in Sunset Bay, Dave Graber, News 4 at 6.